Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WCS Challenger Qualifier as we get into our next series, which is on the way in just a moment. We're going to have Sottorks?
Sottorks.
Sottorks.
Are you seriously asking the French how to pronounce a nickname? Sottorks.
I had barely read it before we began, I'll be honest. And he's going to be going up against avilo. And this is in the round of 30...
No. This is 16. So basically, the winner of that match will face M. Canning, Caleb, Dolan, or Penguin, and then if they win the next match after this one, they're qualified for this weekend's double brackets.
So that's
we were gonna do M. Canning's game, but I don't know where they're at. I don't know the scores in their current games, both him and Penguin. So we decided to start one earlier so that you guys don't have to keep on waiting. I heard the avilo stock is rising.
Seems so.
And there is a demand out there to see some of his games.
Yeah. So we shall be doing that. We're going into a Terran
Another
versus
TvT.
Terran. Yeah. Could be long.
That GOM TvT coming back in the WCS.
Yeah. Terran's doing pretty well. Todd knows all about that.
I checked Sottorks' profile.
Did you check the MMR?
6,000.
Oh, he's a big boy.
A little bit above 6,000.
That's legendary.
That's a 2-0, right?
Is that how it's supposed to be? Well, he might be pretty good in this matchup. We shall see. As we're getting loaded up onto Proxima Station for our first game here in this Terran versus Terran Sottorks. See if he can vanquish avilo.
That's an interesting nickname. From NG, by the way, Nocturnal Gamers again.
There are a lot of people. I looked in the participants that are from Nocturnal Gamers in this tournament.
You know why? Because they're taking over.
That and it's middle of the night. So up to the top right hand corner. That was terrible. It's going to be our blue Terran. It's Sottorks, and then down to the bottom left, you know him. It's avilo in the red.
You don't do your epic intros anymore?
We're not at LAN.
So?
I'll bring it at LAN. That's,
at LAN?
That's what I do. But when am I ever going to be casting StarCraft at a LAN?
All the time.
Oh, yeah. When all of a sudden when Rotterdam
so
says, quick cast!
Walls don't collide online?
No. We had a galaxy. We had
Andromeda.
galaxies. We had galaxies colliding before, but
that was enough.
That was for dramatic effect.
Alright, so far we've had both players go for a gas. They're already adding on the second one. Gonna be committing to one base play for longer. And we've seen so much of this in TvT. It really seems to be like the trend. A couple Terrans, they will try to go for an expansion here and there. We saw Cuddle Bear try some of those, and I think mixed results. Like the first time they did it, he won.
Yeah.
Then the second time ended up losing with that one build.
Setting up the ramp and have a look around. And we did see that Sottorks didn't even bother going up there, so he sent the SCV down here. Is he going to build
That was
proxy?
weird, by the way. Sottorks was making an SCV, cancelled it, and then started orbital. I think maybe he forgot about starting his orbital in the first place, so that's a little bit delayed in comparison with avibro.
His factory is aggressively positioned here, Todd. That's very far up. So, Sottorks. I want to be punishing avilo early on in this game.
Second Reaper already queued, by the way, for Sottorks as well, so he wants to be aggressive clearly with this. Maybe proxy the starport as well. Avilo, though, great scouts. He saw that there was no factory inside of the main, might be able to fully realize what's happening there.
Yeah, might be able to indeed.
Gets a tech lab actually on this barracks, so maybe not.
We didn't scout to this top corner, but it was very rare that you would put a factory up there. So he must have some inkling as to what's going on. Starport's on the way.
Cyclone drop, man. It's going to be super dangerous if you're not ready. If you don't have enough units for this, you're going to be taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
What does avilo get? He gets a tank!
Ooh, smarts.
Avilo is like a new generation Goody, man.
Yeah,
remember Goody every time you try to cheese him?
Of course.
Go for the 4 gates. You'd have bunkers, tanks, turrets.
I remember that. Then
planetary fortresses.
I remember that. Then he switched to Protoss, and
yeah. And you can press F to pay respects.
Yeah, that went well.
Yeah, these things shoot pretty fast. The tank is about to come out. He's gonna siege that behind the wall here. Will avilo not before he loses a couple SCVs though. He pushes this back.
CV's still just looking at the front here, keeping eyes on things. And, well, this really hasn't done massive amounts, unfortunately, here for Sottorks.
Oh, he killed only one SCV, actually. I thought he killed more.
That's funny because he was shooting at the supply depot.
By the way,
and he shot several SCVs.
Why is the wall open across the map?
I don't know.
Look at his SCV. Oh!
It's not open now! Door's shut.
Close the gate. Shut down.
We are closed for business, Todd. You're not buying any vegetables today.
No.
Alright, well, this siege tank even good. It's not going to be able to see anything over there. Here comes the drop. He needs to drop it on top of the siege tank, but he's going to go straight into the back and just get some light harassment done. So Command Center's going down behind that.
You need to be careful against these cyclones. You can lose units super quick.
Yeah.
Oh, he might... Oh, wow. If he had chased properly, he might have been able to get that medivac, but now he's going to get away.
Yeah, he has 3 cyclones now, but they're not really getting anything accomplished here on the other side. The Viking's going to be popping as well.
Yeah, this hasn't done that much, but I like that Sottorks aborted instead of overcommitting to this. He's in an awkward position now where his starport is across the map. We've seen this before in some of the games that we casted.
Yeah.
And he's just going to keep on using that for now, get some Viking. And fly the factory back at home, add on additional barracks. Do we see some mech out of Avilo, or is it going to be the standard marine tank play once again?
Oh, Avilo, great lockdown potential there. Is able to kill off the remaining intruding units.
And 3rd CC immediately behind.
Yeah, Avilo's in a great spot, really, in terms of his progression in this. 32 works to 28, 3 tanks against 0. So if he was actually to kind of ramp that up, because he's going to get a 2nd Raven as well. If he went with 3 tanks, 2 Ravens, and a lot of Marines, maybe he could do something. Oh, but there are still those 3 Cyclones lurking on the sides, so he's going to be slightly contained for the moment.
Avilo's taking gases very early on his natural. That's because when you play with mech, you need a lot of gas. So this really tells me that he might just want to go for a ton of tanks, set up that 3rd base. Just make sure he has enough sensor towers and turrets not to die to any drops. And then from there, start his takeover, split the map, take us into a 1-hour game. And here we are at 8 AM, local time.
Take us to it, Avilo. Technically speaking, there will be a day's break between this and the actual double elimination. So, yeah we have plenty of time.
All the time in the world.
Alright, so the SCV scouting around on the other side of the map for Avilo. And breaking down these rocks as well.
It's you, like you're doing the entirety of this qualifier, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm doing
so the European one that we'll have already in studio.
Yes, that's true. That is true. Because I am away.
You guys reverse roles, right? You're doing North America, he's doing Europe.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Even though... He is back in Europe now, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's nice.
He's still the masters of the Americas. He's still an American. He's still got like a bald eagle
tattooed
poorly
on his
drawn off his passports.
Poorly drawn. That's funny. He's like, no, I swear it's American. All right, get away, Cyclones. Good claiming of this 3rd base by Avilo. Likewise, on the other side, Sottorks is going to try and claim his as well. The one thing Sottorks has going for him is the fact that his opponent's army is very slow to potentially ever get over there if he's going to put on pressure from Avilo. But that's the style Avilo plays. He will sit this out. He will make his missile turrets down towards the bottom with center tower, be on lockdown, and for now, Sottorks is playing Avilo's game.
Yeah, it's very hard to find a hole in the defense against this kind of style. When there are turrets, when there are sensor towers, one wrong move and you're going to be in so much trouble. You can't walk inside of tank lines. Maybe just go for a lockdown. Like if somebody's going for mech, he can't really be dropping you, or it's going to be maybe a couple Hellbats here and there, maybe some Cyclones. So you don't really need to have too many units back at home. Maybe you can just keep a few there ready to run to whatever base is being dropped and defend, but you can head across the map like Sottorks has done it, and do a huge lockdown to make sure the opponent cannot leave his base, and then from there you just out-expand him.
2 Marines going to be sent over the other side here by Avilo to try and get some information. Drops the scan. Who drops the scan? Where is it?
It's Sottorks on the 3rd base of Avilo, and he's like, hell no!
Ain't going in there.
What is this?
So he's got to find another path around. 2 Cyclones are sacrificing themselves? Oh no, they're going to check up. Where are they going? Checking map base. And they're going around?
I think Sottorks really needs a second factory, by the way, to add more tanks. One is not going to be enough. Against the tank count he's going to be up against. Like, he actually might get engaged into if he doesn't have enough tanks and he's only on 1 factory for the longest time.
Yeah, you may.
Unless he wants to play with a more mobile army and still drop anyway.
Alright, so going to break down these 2 rocks with the Cyclones. He could
No, he's
technically
not.
drop
One auto turret will kill both of them.
Yeah. Drop the auto turret. Dropping into this with double missile turrets already shooting away at this, but the siege tanks have gained themselves a position.
Oh, use these 2 Cyclones on the left-hand side to bring him out of position.
Yeah, I guess so.
Only exclamation marks were being spotted for the longest time, so there is a chance Avilo thought those were medivacs and were actually dangerous, but it was just 2 low hit points. Cyclones not really doing anything. Oh!
That was siege just picks up. Nice.
Boom.
That one does not be so lucky though. He's going to push this away with the SCVs as well. And eventually just take down the position that was entrenched there by Sottorks.
That's a lot of SCVs though that died right there. And he's dropping the 3rd base at the same time. Yes, Sottorks really making most of the situation, somehow finding a hole in the defense with a nice bait on the left-hand side.
Yeah, very good play. We'll lose a full medevac's worth of units, but he brought down 24 workers during those engagements. So that is significantly hurting the income here of Avilo. And
okay, I got only one question. Why is there a barracks with Deck Lab on the bottom right-hand side?
It's a good question, that. I don't know.
I mean, if there was a Ghost Academy, maybe you realize you need Ghost and then you wanted to get them from far on the map, but even then that would have been weird.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Sottorks with the double starport, by the way, right there.
Ooh.
I wonder what he's thinking exactly. Maybe he wants to get a lot of Vikings to be able to fight against the Viking numbers of Avilo, who has air control right now, and then get rid of his Ravens behind this.
Well, he dropped his scan and he saw the double starport. He's already getting himself double starport as well as Avilo behind all of this. The scan barely
I'll raise you
misses
with
that.
3 starports.
Yeah, the scan barely missed it. So he's not going to have the full information that that is going down. But look at Sottorks' aggressive positioning here. Looking to try and lay down the pain.
That's the thing. You play against somebody that's playing mech and that's camping. You know that you have the map control.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Sottorks should out-expand Avilo. Like, he should have done that a long time ago.
In this 4th base, maybe in a 5th, down the line.
Yeah. Could have started a couple bases already. I guess he wants to stay on top of his production, make sure he has enough units to fight if need be as well.
The one thing that's going against both of them really is that they don't really have much mobility at all.
Yeah.
Even Sottorks, he only has 1 medevac, and that one is extremely weak.
Look at the minimap, by the way. It's the Bermuda Triangle down there.
Yeah. Jeez. Circle, circle, circle. Ain't nobody getting in here. Meanwhile, many circles.
A lot of boats have sunk in these waters, Galois.
Very slowly sank is the best way to look at it. That's liberation zones. We need more circles. Just bring us more circles.
Oh, he will. Don't wait until he expands a little bit more. The entire map's going to be covered in circles.
Yep.
All of Sottorks' units will be exclamation marks, even in the deepest corners of Proxima Station, Galois.
You're all just question marks now. I mean, question marks? What am I on about? Exclamation marks.
Yeah, he's not Enigma, man.
No. He's not the Riddler. Anyway, Corvin reactor. One day he's going to turn up to a Halloween party in full Riddler.
Corvid Reactor and Ravens being added on by Avilo. I have to say, Avilo is a bit of a master of Ravens.
Yeah.
And when I say a bit, never mind. He's actually the master of Ravens.
Yep. It's
Like,
true.
very few Terrans are as good as him and as patient as him with those guys. And especially with how good Seeker missiles are nowadays.
You need a PDD though, if you're going to take those engagements against the Vikings, because the superior numbers go over to Sottorks. And that PDD will soak up some of those shots.
These fights are so funny. It's like, scan, I can see you, scan, me too.
Boo! Sorry, PDD. Alright, wait, is it this one? Yeah. Oh.
I wonder what Sottorks' goal is here. Maybe whether it's delay the 4th base or try and make sure it is never taken.
There's a dilemma.
Maybe he should have made his own sensor tower right there, and then he would have had Counter exclamation marks the army of Avilo. That would be sick, right?
Yeah, that would be
Because then you
sick.
know when you need to scan and when you don't.
Eventually, though, the Raven army wins out this fight if it's in the air, because the PDDs are just going to soak up so much, and there's 6 Vikings coming at any given time for Avilo.
Yeah, I agree with you. Avilo is the best player in the world.
Yeah, it's working out.
Ravens for the win.
And if he gets any opportunities to throw down Seeker missiles on this, then kaboom, baby.
No pun intended.
Oh, slowly eking forward.
Yeah, it's very hard for Avilo to actually fight this properly. Like, he needs to make sure he has... It's very dangerous, actually. Like, for Sottorks, if he fights against this many clumped up tanks, and his army clumps up, like, these guys are gonna splash everything that he's got.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to stray too far forwards to try and exploit those Vikings, because there's so many Marines there that could step just a few steps forwards and try and gun down some of them.
Ah, if Sottorks knew there is a command center here on the left-hand side, he might have sniped that super easily.
Yeah. But here's going to be the engagement for the moment, as PDD is soaking up a lot of damage there. Sottorks doesn't have any opportunity.
He has less Vikings.
Yeah, he
has way less. I don't think he realized.
He lost a whole lot there. Viking Flower.
And he gets a fusion core now. So I think, okay, he's going into Liberators, and he's gonna want to go into Liberator range here to try and basically stay there with the tanks and siege with Liberators and keep Avilo in there forever. But right now Avilo is expanding on the left-hand side, and he could just transform that into a planetary fortress in a second.
He lost
walk some SCV
Vikings
through the back door and start mining from that base.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He lost 22 Vikings against the 8 Vikings that were lost on the side of Avilo. So those PDDs have been absolute God's gift. He did lose about 5 Ravens during that engagement, so a lot of the Vikings were just focusing down the Ravens.
Oh, he's sitting there. Oh wow, Sottorks sees it a little bit late. He can't actually engage. Sottorks should pull back.
That's in range, but he doesn't have the vision. Just
3, 2, scan.
He could literally fly forwards with 1 Viking.
Alright, that was 2 seconds off.
Yeah. Oh well. Liberators doing what they do. Siege up with 1 or 2 of them and allow the other ones to stick around and try and get some AoE damage off on that.
Sottorks, man. He expanded so slow, I think, like, given the circumstances. Look, he's now taking the bottom right-hand side base, trying to take the gold in the middle of the map as well. If he had completely out-expanded Avilo, he could even have gone into, like, something crazy, like mass starport, full air madness with battle cruisers, Vikings, Ravens, carriers. Okay, maybe not.
But Avilo is playing this safe and steady.
Ooh, actually, he's not ready here for a big siege up there by Sottorks. This might be a great move.
The Liberators, as much as, yes, they technically do AoE damage to the air, they can't get close to the Vikings to actually do anything about it, so they are being broken down. Good play by Avilo.
All the Medivacs have died except 1 that's low on hit points right now. Avilo really making the most of this situation. Taking Sottorks in deep waters.
Into the
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. The Avilo Triangle. That's
where's the 4th sensor tower? That's what I'm wondering right now.
What, to make it a quadrilateral?
Yeah. 1 sensor tower per base, right? That's the deal.
The Avilo box, once you're in, you can't get out. You're trapped in this long
Oh, and actually, Sottorks gonna lose patience and attack into Avilo. We've seen a lot of players die when they do this, and I think he's gonna as well.
Yeah, there you go. GG. Avilo takes game number 1. Really fantastic patience coming out from him there in that game.
Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. There you go. So, Avilo needs 1 more win, and then he advances on to the qualifying match.
Let's see if we have any update, actually.
Oh, we can check in with the bracket. Yeah, let's do that.
Whoa, 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 what?
Whoa, 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 what?
Penguin and M. Canning both lost?
No.
Oh, you put this on the program without telling me, and it wasn't full screen, and we see like this bottom bar?
Oh, shush.
It looks very unprofessional.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, what happened there?
I don't know.
M. Canning, you are the chosen one. So that means M. Canning not going to be in this weekend's double bracket. That's kind of sad. And Cat's still in it. Juggernaut Jason will play Simon. No Regret still in it. BioIce as well. Suppy.
Suppy.
Drunken Boy. Wait, what? There's actually somebody called the Riddler?
The Riddler, yeah. They were talking about it in the chat. That's why it kind of came up to me.
And he beat Neuro.
Yeah.
And Silky and Bell still in it as well. So.
All right, cool. I'm switching back. I'm warning you now.
You do that.
Warned. There we go. Yeah. So that's quite the lineup, actually. An unexpected lineup that we've got in that round.
Yeah. I will ask the admin what happened.
Join the Todd game. What happened? No idea.
How did Canning lose? That's like totally outside of his job description.
Of
But
course. He like starts
it's for him to find out.
describing every single game for you.
I am
like,
tasking you. Okay, no, that's not good as far.
Here is your quest. You are the Fellowship of the Replays.
Nice game by avilo. Making it happen.
Very much so, yeah.
We're headed to Newkirk Precinct, by the way.
Sottorks' downfall. Yeah, we are heading to Newkirk Precinct. So far, it didn't really get much done with that proxy.
Yeah. avilo scouted enough that he never really did much. He made the right units, got the tank up.
And also, really good recovery by avilo towards the mid stages of that game, where he did take a lot of damage. He lost 24 workers.
Yeah, I think that regardless of the opener, Sottorks could have been in a good position if you completely out-expanded avilo. Like I said, like you're playing mech, you're being held inside of your third base by a lockdown, you're not going to be able to do something for a very long time. So I think if I'm Sottorks, I just completely out-expand avilo quite heavily. I take 2 or 3 bases simultaneously, get some crazy economy, and then you can, like I said, transition into anything you want. If you want to go into air units to try and counter the mass tanks, then, because keep in mind, like avilo made quite a few tanks there. Imagine if behind his initial army, Sottorks had gone like BCs plus Vikings and Ravens.
Yeah.
Then those tanks, they are kind of useless in the next fight. Like he can sack his army, remake it. That's a lot of theorizing, right? And I don't play Terran at the end of the day, but
I've gone to the wrong PC. There we go. I've sorted it. I've solved the riddle. And to the bottom left-hand corner, we do have Sottorks. And to the bottom right-hand corner, we have avilo, who is sending out an SCV very quickly. Is he just scouting again? Just doing the usual avilo thing? Or is he sticking around? I guess he was trying to scout out barracks of his opponents? Like a proxy of his opponents? Yeah,
checking for proxies. Like, I mean, if you want to be going for a little bit of a grittier build than usual, or you're worried about Reapers being proxied, then you can go for something like that. Make sure you're extra safe. You don't need to actually go for the full scout. Like,
yeah,
if you can make sure you're not being proxied, then you know you're going to be fine up to a certain point. Then you just go for a regular build. I think that's what avilo wants to go into there, with the second refinery already going down. Same for Sottorks.
Absolutely, seems so. So let's see how Sottorks is going to try and change up the game plan from the last game. I think definitely doesn't want to go for something like a proxy like that, with avilo being as aware as he was, getting an SCV over there quickly and noticing that there wasn't the factory in the main base. Could quite easily read into the similar things, as the SCV is now on the way over there. Might not get in though, if he's able to make a second supply depot and then just raise the other. Alright, so likewise on the other side, avilo making his factory at the same time as well. The SCV will get in, so he didn't actually raise the depot to stop it from getting in, but he sees that the factory's there anyway, so Sottorks really isn't hiding anything, nor does he need to. But he'll clean up the SCV.
He wanted to make sure he kills it. Like, it's not super important anyway to get scouted there, like, because he doesn't really tell avilo much, like what's going to be the next units out of the barracks. He can't know. He knows there's going to be a stopout, but can't know what unit that's going to be as well. So
yeah,
gets a free kill at the end of the day, and he gets the first blood.
First blood has been drawn. And Sottorks gonna send over the Reaper now to have a little look around. He will take a free pot shot here if he continues on his path, but he does not. Reaper versus Reaper, the standoff.
That makes he can stand off, if you will.
Yeah. Now it's 2 versus 1. Unfair advantages, but not gonna go in. So
it's 2 against 2, but like there's one in the wrong position.
Look at that.
For avilo. He's gonna wait for the cyclone, or no, actually he's gonna go up the ramp, scans, run away.
If you don't run away from that cyclone, it's gonna go easy peasy kills.
Both players are getting the exact same thing in terms of Reapers, Cyclone numbers, going for a Viking first out of that starport. And we don't have a command center yet started.
Very cautious play.
Reminds me of like those Wings of Fury PvPs. Where players would go Colossus 1 base against Colossus 1 base and like 3 gateways.
Yeah, I remember that.
These were the worst.
It was very strange. It's like, but if I do anything more, you'll kill me with more Colossi.
If I make a Nexus, I'll die, yet I'm still gonna do it every game.
Alright, second command center being started for avilo. On the backside of this, Sottorks is gonna start his at the natural location already. So having the Viking out, he's going up against his opponent's Viking. Avilo's going to group up his units, realizing that there is an engagement about to come at the front. The Viking does provide the air vision, so he can see up that ramp and get himself a free supply depot. Oh, it's going to die! Oh! So the Viking dying actually leaves Sottorks in a bit of an odd spot here, but he has so much firepower on the ground that he's doing enough and pushes back the barracks, even. What a weird little engage.
Wow, Sottorks really wants to be aggressive. He goes forward, but one auto turret will chase him away. Those expire super fast. They're only up for 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And he knows that. So does he go back up the ramp or not?
Expire after 7 seconds, but have the power of a nuclear bomb in them.
Nice repair, actually, by Avilo there.
Yeah, keeping these units healthy, knowing that the next engagement could come soon. So Sottorks just kind of, I think for all intents and purposes, he just wants to have a light contain here, slow down that natural from actually getting up so he can get a advantage off the back of his natural.
Yeah, and also like, you can fully see what mindset he's in exactly right now. As opposed to, like last game, he ended up, you know, being aggressive after he realized he was mech and stuff. But now he's like, oh, you want to play slow? I'll go for a contain and I'll be super aggressive. And guess what? He overextends, stays there too long, doesn't pay attention to his units, and now Avilo's gonna punish for this.
He lost absolutely everything. There is one Widow Mine out in the middle of the map, but other than that...
And there's the third command center, by the way, on the way behind is for Avilo, who's mostly producing units out of one factory and one starport. But guess what? He's getting his Ravens. That's all he needs.
Yeah. Nice pull away from the auto turret from the Raven that was throwing that down. Now we will just head on over to his expansion. So 32 workers to 33. He didn't let up on that at all.
That guy loves his Ravens.
He really does.
If a Raven gets added to Heroes of the Storm, he might actually go pro.
It might happen. You never know. We have a probe, Mr. Probius.
How do you like the probe?
I've only played like 4 games of it. It's very weird. It feels like it needs to be either A, with very good people, or very well coordinated. But just don't ask me about Heroes of the Storm. I'll talk forever. Mana plays it a lot. Probius, I mean.
Yeah.
He like people ban him against him in Hero League. Liquid Mana playing the probe. It's a great effect.
That one Widow Mine right outside the main of Avilo denied an SCV scout. Actually,
oh, it did?
Somehow, yeah.
Nice.
It's so weird that he has a Widow Mine there against a Terrence that he knows as a Raven. But that's, again, the state of mind that Sottorks is in right now. He knows that Avilo is going to play slow, that he's going to go mech. He's like, you know what? This time, I'm going to be way more aggressive, keep you even more at home, and hopefully does what I think he should have done last game and completely out-expands Avilo, because right now, he's doing the opposite. Like, there is no third base on the way at all. Avilo is the one with the third CC, and it doesn't feel like he's gonna die anytime soon. Yeah. Sottorks might just commit here.
Yeah, it looks like he may, but he's got to be very careful.
It feels like he wants to, but then he sees those Ravens. He's like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, bringing another siege tank along for the ride. But it's
there's one tank.
Yeah.
That's it, one tank. But then there's these Cyclones and these Ravens.
Yeah, I don't think he can break it. He's going to try, but the auto turrets get landed down. Look how fast the Marines melt out the front.
SCV is now being pulled. Avilo running out of energy on a lot of these Ravens there. Cyclones are going to clean up. And they clean up all of those tanks. No! That one survives with 6 hit points. Second tank. He's going to rejoin the first one here for Avilo.
It's a big
who's
deal.
About to have a couple more auto turrets, I think 2.
Yeah, his siege tanks aren't exactly in range of that, so gun it down. So
it's so sick that he can survive with the third CC and mostly producing off of one factory.
Yeah, he's doing well with it. And the Ravens not dying are still banking up energy once again for more auto turrets.
A 40 HP Viking is somehow pushing this back with air control.
Where is it?
In the middle of the Vikings. The Ravens.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Where's he getting turrets? All over the place. Oh, that's the Central Tower. Oh god, first one.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he's making 2.
He gets in. And that
Gets in, but will he get out?
Yeah, probably not. There's no more medevacs, but he's actually doing quite a bit of damage with that bio. Gets on towards one of the siege tanks, looking to bring down the others with the Marauders, but he doesn't quite work out.
This is so sick.
Avilo just holds and holds and holds.
Yeah, because Ravens, man.
Ravens. King unit. Put a little crown on their head, Todd. Yeah. Even though they're not manned.
Gonna put a little crown on Avilo's head if he keeps on on winning like this. He might actually qualify.
Yeah.
For this weekend's double bracket. Would be sick.
After this, one more series for him, right?
Yeah.
Good opportunity here for Avilo to do well.
Especially like M. Canning and Penguin both lost.
Yes.
So it would be against Caleb, Aracus, or Dolan.
Did Simon beat Juggernaut? Jason Juggernaut?
Oh yeah.
Simon.
We got all these upsets.
I feel like I should say Simon with like me pinching my nose like Simon. I don't know why.
What is for?
I don't know, I'm a weird person.
Yeah, 2 more star pods starting for Avilo, by the way.
Yep.
He's already thinking about the next step. He's timed that he will have his third base in the next 4 minutes, and then he will be on 6 gases and be able to afford the Mass Raven plus Viking production.
I mean, there's not a whole lot that Sottorks can actually do with this army that he has at the front. He's slowing him down, but other than that,
he's not amused.
No.
Actually, maybe he's amused by this lockdown.
Scans and holds in. He's like,
I keep killing your units. Why do you do a lockdown? You love throwing away units?
You're trying to play my game. What is it? Look at the resources lost. He's lost a lot more than Avilo has.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's the third base up. But what?
Scans and greets the army. Avilo knows that he's very comfortable here.
And actually, ghosts being made behind this. He wants to EMP the Ravens. If Sottorks could land an EMP on like all the Ravens, I mean, Kala, it's just 4 Ravens.
Yeah.
And when I say it's 4 Ravens, these guys are like the 4 horsemen right now. They've killed entire armies by themselves. Actually, you can look at the kills, right?
8 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, and 0 kills. But yeah, they've done a lot.
Yeah.
One of the 4 horsemen is a bit lazy, apparently. But the other 3, they're doing really well. And that's going to be Liberators moving forwards here.
Yeah, he's going to use the synergy here between Liberators and tanks to break out of that position.
Yeah. All right. Well, good job there by Avilo, just really holding on strong. And now all he has to do is be able to get down to his 3rd base, and he should be in a very good spot.
Why isn't Avilo using the orbital command that he has in his in the back of his main base? Maybe he wants to get a planetary on the 3rd base.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's not gonna have 15 tanks there to defend, right?
No, true.
But I guess maybe he thinks he's gonna be dropped if he puts all of his tanks on his 3rd base, so he wants to have units available to go for the main base. I don't know.
The ghosts could be the kicker, because, well, if anything moves down here and he gets an EMP on those...
The kicker?
Yeah, the kicker.
What, are we playing football now?
No. But overall, the EMP could be the game changer. There you go, I changed it from kicker, just for you.
The game changer?
The game changer. Oh. Pick it up. Beep.
Still last second. Still flashed off that other tank, but that's minimal damage there. Avilo, that's a slow move there. Is it only 1 millimeter in this tank's move?
I did see that one. That was cute. Oh, he got himself a...
Okay, finally he's flying the 3rd orbital command that he had in his main to that 1 base. He
was
going to be exposed for a little bit.
He's going back.
It got scans.
Doesn't want to.
You know why doesn't he have to move out faster? Because the sensor towers barely see outside of that range.
Yeah, exactly.
It is the Bermuda Triangle again.
Yeah. Bring us the 3rd. Actually, if he built one...
Oh, the EMPs!
Grabs a few of those ghosts.
Those all missed.
In the process.
Maybe one of them landed? No, I think they might all have missed.
He got 3 of the Ravens.
You sure?
Yes.
No, look. They would have had less energy, no? Because I don't think they had that much.
Did he drop down auto turrets? I'm pretty sure some of them hit. Pretty sure. One of them missed, definitely. But anyway, Sottorks.
Sottorks is expanding so slow again. See, there's no fault base. He's getting more racks. He's committed so much to this lockdown that did its job, but I mean, it feels almost unavoidable that Avilo's gonna get that base unless he messes up really badly.
And the thing is,
which is very unlike him.
Yeah, it's like when you set up a contain, or the idea of a contain in StarCraft, you're anticipating, as you say, just expanding behind it and getting ahead of your opponent. But looking at the supplies, with nothing intended there at all.
Don't tease me, kid.
I mean, workers are quite even, army is quite even, but the quality of Avilo's army is just better. Yeah. So he's had a one-track mind. He knows what he wants. He gets.
Oh, he's gonna drop the main.
That's big.
He knows that there's no army there because everything's on the third base. This is what I was talking about earlier. Sottorks here. He's even going to get the Sensor Tower here.
Brings down the auto turrets very quickly. Now all the siege tanks as well.
And now there's nothing on the third base. He's going to attack with the rest of his army.
Oh my god, this is perfect play here from Sottorks. Really limiting Avilo at every single angle. Really exploiting the fact that this army is so immobile. He loses a lot of his bio at the back, but it's ripping apart some of the infrastructure in there.
Big mistake by Avilo not to leave any tanks behind to defend on that third base. He still has a massive army, but
just looking for the
taking so much damage.
Yeah, he's done so much indeed, and that will be GG. Sottorks will take game number 2, and that is a 1-1 situation.
Will it be GG though, or will it be posing to leave the game?
It's always GG with me. It's always GG smiley face with me.
Yeah?
Yep.
I hate when people do that. Sky did that in Warcraft 3. I found it so annoying.
Yeah?
GL smiley face.
Was Sky good?
Shut up, don't try to be too nice. Let's just play the game. Hey, it was good.
Yeah. Was he better than you?
You just asked if Sky was good.
No, I was just trying to get a lead on question to ask if he was better than you.
So sick. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to go to a third game in just a moment here. And that was difficult for Avilo to deal with. Very difficult. It's a shame he didn't really have much opportunity in his main base to defend.
Yeah, I mean, it's just smart play from Sottorks here, I think. Fully realizing that the entire army was there thanks to some good scans, and definitely adjusted his play to Avilo's style perfectly in that second game. Even though, like, on this map, you know, like, I don't think mech is bad or anything. Like, taking a third base is not supposed to be that hard, but I still would like to see him expand a little bit faster, though.
All right, so I wonder what our next map is going to be. Are they in a game yet? Scrolling down, having a look.
No, not yet.
No. Okay. We'll have to wait for a moment then.
Maybe they only picked 2 maps earlier, because both of them thought it was going to be a 2-0.
Yeah. The confidence oozing through. Although Avilo seemed relatively confident in those mid-game engagements, to the point where he was just like, well, you know, you're scanning your seat and just kind of running up and dying each time. But didn't quite go his way in the end. No lobby?
Yeah, I don't know. They're waiting for us to host. They're waiting for you to host because you don't do enough in this show.
No, not at all.
I'm a little bit thirsty. Can you go get me a water?
No. You keep drinking the sparkling water, right?
Yeah, because there's no regular water.
No, there is. In other fridges.
Where? There is a secret stash?
Yeah. Especially in the expression room. You know the expression room? There's some there.
No.
No? It's across from where the streaming room is. There's always still water there. Because for some reason, here in Germany, every single fridge is just filled with sparkling water, aka fake water. What?
You're very passionate about this.
It's rubbish. It tastes like old. It's like you've let water go off.
Stuff that tastes good anyway? You're British. Like, your food is...
I like fish and chips. They're all right. Fish and chips taste nice. What are you on about, mate?
What's the typical British dish of food other than fish and chips?
A Sunday roast with...
Okay, if you don't live in a castle and you're a normal person.
What? No, people get that. They go to, like, pubs and things and get Sunday roasts.
Sunday roast?
Yeah.
What is it?
Like,
meatloaf?
No. Like, some type of meat, so like chicken or beef or something like that. And then roast potatoes and maybe mashed potatoes and
brown.
other
Isn't
vegetables.
there something called brown sauce?
No, it's called brown sauce on the continent, but it's just gravy. The continent's weird.
You have something pompous and arrogant to say about everything.
Gravy? What? It's true. Okay, I do. But then also Yorkshire puddings. You don't know what Yorkshire pudding
Yorkshire?
is. Yorkshire puddings.
Like the dog?
Yes. They're the best food ever.
The dog?
No, not the dog. This isn't Korea. The Google Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire pudding. This is what we have to do when we're waiting for the games. I'm sorry. We have to Google Yorkshire puddings. You see that? That's not. Yeah, there we go.
It looks good for something bad.
No, it's really tasty. I promise. I can't really make good ones. Only grandparents can make good Yorkshire
when
puddings.
you have time, I'm gonna take you to a French restaurant.
What? And get what? Snails? I'm joking.
Whoa!
I'm joking.
You're gonna have to relax over here.
Escargot. Okay, so they're in a lobby, I assume. Do you see that? They are in a lobby, right?
Yeah.
WCS.
I think I missed the invite because I was googling Yorkshire or whatever.
Well, I didn't get an invite,
No,
so
yeah, we're getting it now.
yeah. Yorkshire puddings.
We'll be sick
So
if we missed the game because of this.
Because of Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Okay.
All right, Avilo, Abyssal Reef,
Do it for all those.
Bermuda Triangle or not?
Does a villa? What does a villa call his followers? Because everyone, you know, like when they're like full-time streamers, they're like, you know,
Avi Bros?
Avi Bros.
Let me check.
Why doesn't he call them a villains? Come on, that's sick.
He's not a villain, he's a superhero.
Okay, if you say so. But that would be like sick good marketing. A Villa Nation. No, that's rubbish.
Oh, I almost forgot he was doing this kung fu thing before.
Yeah.
You ever saw it?
I saw him hit.
Like every time he won a game,
Yeah,
he would go
I
like, woo, 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 woo.
I've seen GIFs of him hitting things. I don't know. Oh, he's left the lobby. What?
I'm reading his stream description.
Yeah.
Stream of Death Tuesdays.
Stream of Death.
Avilo Stream of Death Tuesdays. Join me every Tuesday for the Stream of Death. What is a Stream of Death? Essentially, I will play ladder as usual, or even analyze some replays. And I will talk with you, the viewers, and ask you questions about the game. Why is it called a Stream of Death?
Because he's asking chat about the game.
Okay.
If my name was Avilo, I would call my followers the Avillains.
Yeah. Okay, so the chat will go on slow mode, and anyone that is brave and willing enough to participate will put their chat live on the line by answering Brovilo says and answer the question. If you get it right, you live in the chat. That's why it's called the Stream of Death.
What, so he just bans people?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
I had no idea.
No. We gotta tune in on Tuesdays, mate.
Can you handle it?
Instantly. What? I did it. Oh, okay. You're right. How quickly would you
introductions, do your job.
Get banned? Oh, fine. Down at the bottom right, it's Sottorks. Up to the top left, it's Avilo. There you go. That's my introduction. All right. Abyssal Reef. Fun. And we will see what's going to happen. As we do have the walls being constructed already. Just one gas, second gas going to be taken. Avilo, second gas as well. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And we continue on down the line. Well, has there been any updates in the bracket later?
Yeah. 1 second. I'm just handling which game we'll do.
That's fine by me. Oh, are we figuring out which quarterfinal we'll do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That sounds like a great plan. I'm just currently watching this SCV, doing what he does best, scouting about. And not much more than that. So the big question is that how is, because Sottorks has been trying to get those containers going. Likely, we will see that once again in game number 3. So let's think about where he's going to set that up. Thankfully for avilo, it's a little bit easier for him here because he does have the high ground advantage of this ramp. So it's not as easy to really set it up there. So he might look to set it up
I'll
here.
take over from you.
All right, okay, I appreciate that.
Remember the bridge map?
The bridge, yes, I do. I was barely doing anything in StarCraft at the time, but then I heard about the bridge, and I'm like, yeah. And
that was during BlizzCon.
yes, I know, yeah. I was on another stage.
You saw those moments, or?
I went back and watched a lot of it, yeah. Why was he so fixated on the bridge?
Because it's important. You need to inform people.
I guess so.
There's a bridge there, and it could be used for people to cross the map. And you just die there.
That's true.
And you saw at the Home Story Cup, they put an arc on it.
Yes, I did. I love watching Home Story Cups.
The best.
So good.
Starport's on the way at about the same timing, just slightly earlier here for avilo. From there. Lots of movement on the map, actually. Like we've got an SCV of avilo. Trook's gonna try to sneak past that cyclone. Oh!
Oh, he gets it!
What a ninja! Oh!
Block
You can
it.
block that!
Stay it! No,
Get a
stay it.
bunker!
Yeah!
Oh!
Avilo!
That is so sick. He can start a building. Oh! Oh my god.
Legend was born!
That's gonna delay him so much. The cyclone's still across the map.
That's so annoying.
It's not like he's gonna come back and clean that up.
Yeah?
He has to get a Viking. And
Oh.
avilo cancels.
Oh well.
Oh, that was so sick.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Sottorks not able to start neither a Raven or a Banshee.
It's the best moment of the day. What a great time. And avilo will even continue to hold on strong here at the front. Not much that Sottorks could do here. An attempt at these Reapers trying to get in and do some damage.
Yeah,
They got themselves one worker.
I mean, he needs to kill a lot there, ideally, but
How
not able to
repositioned.
get anything. avilo is so comfortable, he starts an on-location second command center.
Yeah.
And Sottorks is actually floating quite a few minerals. He will start his in a second.
It's actually quite a testament to the position that he's in, really, because almost every other single game we've seen avilo play in today and yesterday, he was always starting that command center in his main base. So, yeah, these little knock-on effects as Sottorks takes his on the natural as well, which he has been doing here in this series throughout.
Cloak Banshee, man, he's on the menu, but against the Raven King.
Here we go, though, pushing forwards. These two Cyclones, what damage are they going to get done? Raven's trying to chip away at, the Reaper's trying to chip away at them, and they will take that first one, but they're going to be at the price of both of those. Cyclone's still alive!
Wow.
Cyclone's still alive, and it kills everything! Oh, no!
avilo fought a little bit too early. He was missing a couple units there, and a perfect timing hit by Sottorks, which, interestingly, like he had his Viking landed earlier. He only went for this Viking as well because he had no choice, because like his starport was being blocked. And behind this,
It's a disaster.
wait, did he cancel the Banshee? Where is it? Oh no, it's almost across the map. avilo fully ready though with the Raven, but he doesn't have much that shoots up except one Marines, and I guess he's gonna have the auto turret.
All right, well. Very difficult now for him to recover from that position, especially since the barracks were already on the way for Sottorks behind this. Where is the Banshee?
Better use that auto turret, right? Yeah, I mean, the Banshee, it's very hard. Very easy
Yeah.
to kind of just fly away by itself a little bit of time.
Bye-bye.
Tanks are chasing a Banshee.
Get it!
There's two Marines in there, but now second base is set up for Sottorks.
Great
avilo
position.
will see this through and try and come back. And he actually starts the third command center. I like this. Even if you're behind with that style of mech, if he's somehow able to hang in there, expand slowly but surely, and eventually max out, then it's anybody's game, right?
Sottorks is going to look for some auto turret harassment by the looks of things on towards that mineral line.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, he's still in a great position. Like, having
Yeah.
a fully saturated second base so much earlier, having the walker count that he has,
Ooh.
like, he should be able to steamroll.
Yeah, and if he gets his siege tank set up at a good position here, he can try and do something. But that being said, avilo has enough to be able
That was
to
weird.
claim this location now. Sottorks sacrificing some units almost.
That one Viking walking away super slowly.
Banshee killing off all the SCVs making missile turrets. Where is the Raven? It's at the back here now. Throw dropping down an auto turret. Gets himself a few kills as well. That's 16 SCV kills, Todd.
Yeah, that is quite a bit. Like I said, though, avilo as long as he can expand. Remember on this map, actually, you can see it from below the natural middle line from down there, and I think that's what Sottorks is gonna go for. That means he doesn't have to commit to a huge attack in the first place.
Yeah.
He has his own Raven as well to help with this.
Yeah, very good. Just for that extra little bit of vision. Is there a Viking for him at all? No, there isn't. Oh, that's a bit of a shame for avilo. Let's try and push that back. So that is technically in range of if any are using these two patches. Auto turret, push away that.
Yeah, he's trying to buy himself a little bit of time. Like this will prevent any spotting early on. Like tanks will have to shoot at it from afar. He should have maybe saved that actually. Like if he had gotten up to like 6 auto turrets, he might have been able to drop them on top of his army, this army while engaging on the ground at the same time and got rid of it.
He killed off a full mule there with that siege tank attack. And now even just killing off some more units as well. avilo knows he's in a lot of trouble here. Auto turrets are going to land, but they get cleaned up pretty quickly. Picks up the siege tank that was getting focused down, and he's going to go straight on towards these two siege tanks, as this one's not going to do much at all.
There's no more auto turrets. He's been wasting them.
It's over, I think. Looks like it's over, as that is very little left that avilo has. And Sottorks is going to be able to march on here. Doing good damage to that natural. There is one siege tank left over, but it'll pick up and land right on it. And that is going to be that dying off.
Come on, Cat Eyes, hype.
Well, it's over. So
I thought you were a hype caster.
yeah,
Sell this to me.
but
Make it sound exciting.
I just bemused. Just bemused. That is plenty of army coming in, and that will be GG. Sottorks advances on to the qualification match to find out if he's going to be one of the 4 players moving on to our double elimination for WCS Challenger.
Right, our 6K MMR Grandmaster Terran victorious. And should we show the bracket?
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
wait until I've hidden this taskbar at the bottom. That's really
Alright,
ugly.
okay.
This tilts me. There we go. Wait, I didn't refresh it.
Now?
You can go, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Master Todd.
Alright, Sottorks advanced there. He will face Caleb or Dolan.
Mhm.
And then we've got Katz versus Simon. Who I believe is Jig, by the way.
Jig, okay.
Also, I've heard. No regret against... Well, and these Canadians, look at this.
Look at
Canucks. Yeah,
Good job.
Sottorks is as well.
Good job, Canada.
Actually, that's not Canada, right? Like that's
No.
Peru, but...
Yeah.
Cats against
Ignore
Simon, no
Cats.
regret, Bio Ice, and then Drunken Boy Silky. I think... Oh, actually, Bells went down. He was seed 2 here. What's going on there with the Hive seeds?
I don't know.
Most of them falling early on. I think we might be doing this match, but I have yet to confirm. So
Okay.
I guess best thing we can do, head to a break and then come back with the next match.
We can do that indeed. Thank you very much, Todd. Okay, so let's go to that break, and when we're back, we'll have our final series probably here, going into the quarterfinals for our WCS Challenger Qualifier.